Okay, let's make some kombucha. Kombucha is sold in a lot of health stores and health food section of your major grocery chains. It usually goes $3.99 for a 12-ounce bottle, $4.99 some recipes, but you can make it at home cheaply and for a fraction of the cost. This is my kombucha. It's been fermenting in here, and the bacteria has been working in here for about 10 days. I like 10 days. 10 days seems to work for me. It gives me a good flavor. And all you do is you make it with black tea and sugar. If you ever want the recipe, let me know. Fairly easy to do. And it creates a bacteria on top that's called a SCOBY. And you can see the SCOBY right here. And what that is that's a bacteria colony that feeds on the acids of the black tea and on the sugars. And it creates just a little colony. Every time you make a batch of kombucha, you create a new colony. And this is my SCOBY hotel. So I keep my bacterias in there. I'm gonna reach in here, pull it out, just like that, and you see it right there. And that's the SCOBY. And I'll put it over here for safekeeping in the SCOBY hotel, and it'll stay in here quite a long time. And then stir up all of the good stuff on the bottom. You can see it. And this is all the other yeast and bacteria that's down in there. So, been in there for 10 days, and what we need to do now is we need to bottle it. And when we bottle it, we can bottle it straight like this, but I like to add flavors. And to add a flavor, I've found that Knudsen brand in the grocery store, and this is pomegranate. I have tart cherry over here. Tart cherry is my favorite flavor, but pomegranate is good too. And what we do is in the bottles, and I have the Grolsch bottles, I've found that those are really, really nice. Put some out here. And what we do is we put a 1/4 cup plus or minus of the organic juice in here. And that not only gives it flavor, but it adds natural sugars, because this kombucha goes through a second fermentation process in the bottle. And it's not alcoholic fermentation. You cut it off before it turns into alcohol, but it does carbonate. So it has a carbonation like a soda pop. Put some more out here. And we'll continue adding the pomegranate until it's gone. I like to put fresh fruits in here, puree strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, pineapple, ginger. You can make it just about any flavor that you want, lemon, citrus. A 1/4 cup is fine for me, and you can flavor it to taste. Now that the bottles are full, we'll do the process. And we'll just fill each one up. I like to leave a little headroom down here on the bottom. And that's for expansion, carbonation. But every day I do burp the bottle, that way there's no chance of them exploding. These are thick glass bottles, so they're made for that. And we just continue filling the bottle until they're done. Yep. bottles at room temperature for 4 days. Continue filling the bottles. I keep the bottles at room temperature for 4 days. That allows them to carbonate. And then 4 days I stop the carbonation process, or at least slow it down by putting it in the refrigerator. And that finishes it off, makes it nice and cold. Good summer soft drink, nice and fizzy, fruit flavored. It's good for the gut health. The bacteria comes from the local area, from the SCOBY. The SCOBY is made off of the wild bacteria that's in the air in your local area, wherever that may be. And there we have it. Bottled kombucha. 4 days it goes in the refrigerator after sitting at room temperature. This batch left over here, about 2 cups, maybe 3 cups, will be used for the next batch. It already has the bacteria in there to create a new SCOBY, or I can reuse the SCOBY out of the SCOBY hotel there to get it kick-started. So every 10 days, I'm getting a batch out and putting a batch back in the refrigerator, different flavors, and it's just a good, refreshing drink. And it's healthy, natural, good for the gut health. And if you have any questions, please ask me.